Hi guys, today in this session I start with the next chapter of your financial accounting paper 6, and the name of the chapter is valuation of goodwill and shares. Name of the chapter: valuation of goodwill and shares. A very important chapter, and this is the only chapter of your FA6 where you don't have formats. You have other chapters: banking, insurance, LLP, NBFC, where you have to know the formats. In few cases like banking mein there were few sums on journal entries. LLP mein there were journal entries as well as ledger account and balance sheet. Same thing for insurance, there was income statement, revenue, P&L, balance sheet as per the format. In this chapter, valuation of goodwill and shares, you do not have to pass any journal entries. There are no ledger accounts. There is no preparation of balance sheet. I'll repeat: no balance sheet, no journal entries, no ledger account. Most of you all, by listening to this statement of mine, must be feeling very happy. Don't worry. This is a very simple chapter, and what you are supposed to do here is, for the entire chapter, statement and calculations. There are statements to be made and calculations in many cases in the form of working notes too. Okay, now guys, see, as the name says, valuation of goodwill and shares. I have written here part A, goodwill. This chapter is divided in two parts. Part A, valuation of goodwill. Part B, valuation of shares. Part A, valuation of goodwill. Part B, valuation of shares. So you can say it is as good as two chapters. As I told you, there are no journal entries, ledger account or balance sheet, but the quantum is there. When I say quantum, matlab, this is a bit lengthy chapter where total dono parts milake, goodwill and shares, we will be doing around 55 to 60 sums. We will be doing around 55 to 60 sums. Don't worry, every day class mein 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5 sums will get done. Okay, now since this video is also open on YouTube, I will straight away come to the subject. Valuation of goodwill and shares, part A, valuation of goodwill or goodwill. Now first, goodwill hota kya hai? You all are hearing since FIJC, and I don't know how many of you all recollect FIJC mein there was little bit of theory also on goodwill. Kya hota hai goodwill? Goodwill is nothing but it is the reputation of the business. Goodwill is the reputation of business which is valued in terms of money. Goodwill is reputation of business valued in terms of money. Even in SYJC, you all have done it in admission, retirement and that goodwill raised, written off, brought in cash. Okay? यहाँ पे हमें क्या करना है? उसको value करना है. Now first of all, when goodwill is valued, as I told you, SYJC में तुमने किया है. Whenever a partner is admitted, admission of partner may value goodwill. When a partner retires, retirement of partner, goodwill is valued. When a partner unfortunately expires, death of the partner, goodwill is valued. A company taking over a partnership firm taking over a sole trader, a company taking over another company, a company merging with another company. FFI may all have done amalgamation, absorption, external reconstruction. In all these cases, goodwill is to be valued. In all these cases, these are few cases, there are other things also, but I'm just restricting to the extent of your undergrad level. So goodwill is valued either at a time of admission, retirement, death of partner, or takeovers, mergers, amalgamation, absorption and external reconstruction. Okay, now what you all are going to study in this chapter is how to value goodwill. Okay, now see, in this first part of goodwill, let's go step by step. You have three methods. In this first part of this chapter, goodwill, you have three methods. First, what I am going to start today, and I'll be taking one basic sum, is average profit method. The first part is average profit method. This average profit method will be further divided in two parts. One is simple average and the other is weighted average. One is simple average and the other is weighted average. So first method, average profit method, which is further divided in two parts, simple and weighted. Simple में क्या होता है, weighted में क्या होता है, we will see gradually. Today I'll be starting with this, and in this session, because this is YouTube पे open video also, I'll take one basic sum what I have made of simple average. Okay. All the methods के one sum I'll keep it open on YouTube. After this, the next what you have is super profit method. First, average profit method. Third, super profit method. Second, super profit method. And the third is capitalization of future maintainable profits. Capitalization of future maintainable profits. I'll repeat, three parts: average profit method, super profit method, and capitalization of future maintainable profits. These are the three methods of goodwill you have. 1, 2, 3. This is further divided into, so you can say indirectly total 4 methods. Main three parts, first part divided into. Got it? Now see, क्या वर्ड है, प्रॉफिट, 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 एवरेज प्रॉफिट, उसमें सिंपल एवरेज प्रॉफिट, वेटेड एवरेज प्रॉफिट, सुपर प्रॉफिट, कैपिटलाइजेशन ऑफ फ्यूचर मेंटेनेबल प्रॉफिट्स. Common word is profit. So when goodwill is valued, we take profits and losses into consideration. When goodwill is valued, we take profits and losses into consideration, which is your past profits. Now say for example, today one company is taken over by another company. Today one company is taken over by another company. So they take last 3 years ka profit, last 4 years ka profit, last 5 years ka profit, and according to the profitability they arrive, the buyer, that means the company which buys, and the seller, the company which is selling itself to another company, the buyer and the seller mutually agree upon a valuation, that is value of goodwill. And how to value that we are going to study here. Now coming back to the profit part of what I was mentioning few seconds back. When I say profit now, when I say profit for the purpose of goodwill, profit for the purpose of goodwill, it has to be pure trading profit. It has to be pure trading profit. When I say profit, it has to be pure trading profit. When I say trading profit, matlab, it has to be pure operating profit. Trading or operating means what? Profit arrived from your day-to-day business activity. The profits or losses which are considered for the purpose of goodwill should be trading profit, or that profit which you earn from your day-to-day normal business activity. Now let's take my case. I give tuitions to the students, correct? मैं पढ़ाता हूँ, students give me the fees. That is my day-to-day business activity. That is my trading income. You can't use the word trading for me because we are in the service sector, but that is my operating income. Now say for example, I have some savings. Okay, I invest that in bank fixed deposits or in shares or in mutual funds or anywhere in debentures, bonds of a company. I earn interest, I earn dividend. That is also my income. But that income, what I have earned in the form of interest, dividend on investment, is it my day-to-day business activity? No. So it is my income, but that income has got nothing to do with my tutorials ka income. So in my case, in case goodwill ka valuation is done, only my tuition income will be considered. Other income will not be considered because that is not a part of my day-to-day business activity. Other income will not be considered because that is not a part of my day-to-day business activity. That is called as your trading profit. Got it? So only those profit, that part of profit which is earned from your day-to-day business activity, that is your operating profit, will be considered while valuing goodwill. Now, they will give you profits and there will be certain adjustments. Now, adjustments will be such, there can be incomes or expenses which are not your regular expenses or regular income. So that you have to adjust to the profit and get the adjusted profit. Now say for example, they tell you your profit for the year is 1 lakh, but वो 1 lakh में dividend income है 20,000. So now dividend income is not my regular activity, business activity. So वो income नहीं आएगा, तो उसको minus कर दो. Same way there are certain expenses which you incur that are non-operating. Now say for example, factory है, आग लग गया, you all have done ना SYGC में, even FY में, goods destroyed by fire, lost by fire. आग रोज रोज लगेगी? No. It is a business loss, but it is not a operating loss. You all have done in vertical financial statement also. So such losses like loss by theft, loss by fire, loss by natural calamities like tsunami, flood, etc. They are your losses, but they are not your operating or day-to-day losses which occur regularly. So those also have to be adjusted while you calculate goodwill. वो कैसे करना है? Now only we will see in this session when I solve one basic sum, I have kept that adjustment. Got it? So you have to take your operating incomes and adjust accordingly so that the final profit arrived is always your trading profit. Another example which I have given in earlier classes in different years also, just for your knowledge purpose. यहाँ पे AC चल रहा है, ये मेरा क्लासरूम है जहाँ पे मैं रिकॉर्डिंग कर रहा हूँ. AC is used for cooling, to give cooling to students. Majority time when I do recording, I am alone. तो मेरे को भी कूलिंग चाहिए, AC का बंद कमरा है, अदरवाइज गर्मी में मर जाऊंगा मैं. Okay, so when I buy an AC, it is a fixed asset for me. Okay, every month electricity bill आता है, it is my normal expense. AC is a fixed asset, तो every year मैं उसका डेप्री प्रोवाइड करूंगा. मेरे बुक्स में माय इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर में डेप्रीसिएशन ऑन AC आएगा, which is my business expense. Correct? Understand this example is a very nice example. So मैंने AC खरीदा, एवरी ईयर यूज कर रहा हूँ. सपोज मैंने 10 साल यूज किया, मेरे को AC इंस्टॉलेशन के साथ 50,000 में गिरा. आई हैव यूज्ड इट फॉर 10 years. 50,000 divided by 10, 5,000 is my depre. Every year 5,000 I provide in the form of depreciation. It is my operating expense. AC है तो उसका मेंटेनेंस लगेगा. एवरी ईयर AMC होगा, एनुअल मेंटेनेंस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. अगर AMC नहीं है, जब भी रिपेयर का जरूरत पड़ा, आई गेट इट रिपेयर. दोज आर माय बिजनेस एक्सपेंस. नाउ से फॉर एग्जांपल, आफ्टर 6-7 years AC बिगड़ गया, रिपेयरिंग मांग रहा है. आई कॉल द सर्विस गाय, ही से सर खर्चा मत करो, आप खर्चा करोगे वेस्ट जाएगा, उससे अच्छा एक काम करो, आप एक नया AC ले लो, बिकॉज इसमें खर्चा करोगे 6 महीना टिकेगा, साल टिकेगा, पता नहीं. यू बाय एन AC, इसको आप बेच दो, जो मिलता है ले लो. सो आई डिसाइड ओके चलो लेट मी डिस्कार्ड दिस एसी. नाउ सपोज मेरे बुक्स में आज एसी की वैल्यू है 10,000 रुपया. आफ्टर डिडक्टिंग एवरी ईयर का डेप्री, आई एम जस्ट गिविंग हाइपोथेटिकल एग्जांपल. आफ्टर डिडक्टिंग एवरी ईयर का डेप्री, टुडे इन माय बुक्स एसी का वैल्यू इज 10,000. आई गेट 12,000 फॉर दैट. 2,000 का प्रॉफिट. क्या मेरा डे टू डे बिजनेस है एसी बेचने का? माई डे टू डे बिजनेस इज टू गिव ट्यूशंस. एसी मैंने बेचा बिकॉज मैं मेरे बिजनेस के लिए यूज कर रहा हूं. तो उसको बेच के अगर मुझे कुछ प्रॉफिट मिलता है, या तो 10,000 का आई सेल इट फॉर 8,000, लॉस इनकर होता है, दैट इज अ प्रॉफिट और लॉस, बट दैट इज नॉन ऑपरेटिंग. Goodwill valuation may I just have to take operating. So when I sell any business fixed asset, I make a profit or a loss on sale of that asset. So that is not my operating income. So that also has to be adjusted while calculating trading profits. उसको कैसे adjust करने का, that we will see gradually over the next few classes. There are many things to explain, but as and when we proceed, that particular stage I will keep on explaining to you all. Got it? So guys, this was the thing, valuation of goodwill and shares. First part, goodwill. 3 methods. First method, average profit. Now I'll take a basic sum where there is simple average. Simple average और weighted average में फर्क इतना है. Simple में you have to just do basic calculation with adjustments. Weighted में there is a rising trend in the profit. You have to apply weights. वो कैसे करूं, वो कैसे करने का, when I come to this part we will see. And इसका भी हर एक 1, 2, 3, 4 all 4 methods का one sum will be open on YouTube so that all the students can watch it and get their concept clear. Okay, and the second part है shares. Shares यहाँ पे means you all know preference and equity. Shares का valuation कैसे करने का, that will be the second part. In that also there are 3 methods, but वो जब भी हम लोग shares के part में आएंगे तभी देखेंगे. Right now I will start with average profit method, the first method, that is simple average. I have made the sum, you all have it. I just rub the board. I'll be ready with the format and I'll be back. Okay guys, chalo. Now we take the extra sum. We start with the first part of this chapter, goodwill, and first method, that is average profit method, and uska first part, that is simple average method. Okay. Around 2 to 3 sessions I am going to do around 4 odd sums for simple average, and the same base will be there in weighted average. Weighted average क्या है, when the time comes I will explain you. सब कुछ अभी बताऊंगा तो बाउंसर जाएगा. Okay, चलो let's read the sum. But guys, keep in mind what I told you. Operating or trading profits चाहिए. Understand this sum very carefully. You will get the base property. Okay, and this sum, if you are lucky, even though I am starting the chapter with this sum, it can come as 7-8 mark का sum, or if you are lucky, more lucky, 15 marks का sum भी आ सकता है. Okay, let's see. Mr. A agrees to purchase the business of Mr. B. For this purpose, goodwill to be valued at 3 years purchase of last 4 years adjusted profits. The profits for the last 4 years are as follows. 2021 1 lakh, 2022 2,50,000, 2023 2 lakhs, and 2024 1,50,000. The above profits have been arrived after following adjustments. Loss by fire 20,000 in 2021. Lottery prize received 1 lakh in 2022. Prize of 50,000 received from KBC contest in 23, and loss by tsunami, that is 75,000 in 24. 4 adjustments given, 4 years ka profits given. Okay, they give you profits for the year 21, 22, 23, 24. So now my first step will be calculation of adjusted profits. बिकॉज उन्होंने प्रॉफिट दिया है फाइनल विच इज अपेयरिंग इन योर पीएनएल. द profits what they have given is the final profit which is appearing in your P&L. हमें all the four adjustment करके adjusted profit लाना है. That is the first step. उसके बाद और दो step है, but that is the first step. So your heading will be calculation of adjusted profit, and they have given you 4 years. They have told you to take 4 years का base. So particulars 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay. Particulars 2021, 2022, 2023 and 2024. Now what you will do? Write first all 4 are profits. अगर लॉस रहता तो नेगेटिव या लॉस मेंशन किया रहता. All 4 are profits. So what we'll do? We will start with the profit base what they have given. So particulars में लिखो profits. अच्छा, this table you make around 7-8 lines. 7-8 लाइन का ये बनाओ. And the 4 years का column should be such that 5 digit figure जैसे 1 lakh 2 lakh उतना फिट होना चाहिए. Okay, चलो let's write the profit. 2021 का 1 lakh, 21 के कॉलम में पुट 1 lakh, 22 का 2,50,000, 23 का 2 lakh and 24 का 1,50,000. 1 lakh, 2 lakh 50, 2 lakh and 150. 4 साल का प्रॉफिट दिया है. Now listen, if the 4 adjustments were not given, this itself would have been my profits or adjusted profits. But because they have given you 4 adjustments, I will have to consider all the 4 adjustments. I will have to consider all the 4 adjustments. Okay? Be careful. This is the profits in the P&L. Not necessary this is trading or operating profit. Final जो मुझे चाहिए has to be my trading or operating profit arrived from day-to-day regular business activities. Now let's take one by one. What are the first adjustment says? First adjustment बोलता है above profits have been arrived after the following adjustments. Loss by fire 20,000 in 2021. There was a loss by fire 2021. Now what they say? After adjusting. Now guys देखो, understand this. ये करने का जरूरत नहीं है, but I am making you do for your understanding. ये मेरा P&L है, correct? Understand this. Debit, credit. ये मेरा P&L है, debit, credit. I put all the expense, I put all the income on the credit side, expense on the debit side. Profit कैसे मिलता है? Credit minus debit. Now ये जो 2021 का प्रॉफिट है 1 लाख, आई एम अज्यूमिंग दिस इज 21, तो मेरा नेट प्रॉफिट आया 1 लाख. Understand guys, I am making you understand this logic, and this logic is applicable for all the parts of goodwill method. Okay, all the methods of goodwill. Now see, again I repeat, 1 lakh कैसे आया? Add all the credits minus all the debits. Add all the credits minus all the debits. After deducting credit minus debit, what you get is your net profit, that is 1 lakh. Now listen very carefully. What the adjustment is? 2021 का profit was arrived after adjusting loss by fire 20,000. Now can I say loss by fire? We debit P&L. So मैंने जब ये P&L बनाया रहेगा तो यहां पे आया रहेगा loss by fire 20. Getting it? You all know ना, you all have done in SYJC, FY, SY. Loss by fire P&L debit में जाता है. नाउ लिसन वेरी केयरफुली। अगर ये लॉस नहीं होता, हाउ आई गॉट दिस 1 लाख? क्रेडिट माइनस ऑल द डेबिट्स ऑफ 20,000, ऑल द डेबिट्स इंक्लूडिंग दिस 21 लाख आया। अगर ये 20 नहीं होता तो कैन आई सी ये मेरा 120 होता? वॉट एवर इज द टोटल ऑफ क्रेडिट, उसमें से मैं पूरा डेबिट माइनस करूंगा एंड आई विल माइनस ऑल्सो 20,000। वो माइनस करने के बाद मेरा नेट प्रॉफिट आता है 1 लाख। वो माइनस करने के बाद मेरा नेट प्रॉफिट आता है 1 लाख। अगर लॉस होता ही नहीं तो कहना ही ये 20 इधर आता ही नहीं, ये 20 इधर आता ही नहीं, तो यहां से माइनस ही नहीं होता, तो व्हाट वुड दिस हैव बीन? 120। दैट मीन्स मेरा प्रॉफिट विदाउट दिस वाज 120, बट बिकॉज ये लॉस हुआ 120 में से मैंने 20 माइनस किया तो आई गेट 1 लाख। सो ये लॉस बाय फायर है। आग रोज रोज नहीं लगने वाली है, आग रोज रोज नहीं लगेगी, इट विल हैपन ओकेजनली। सो दैट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ माय बिजनेस लॉस एक्सपेंस, बट it is not operating, it is non-operating. So in order to arrive the operating income, my regular income, ये जो नॉन ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंस मैंने माइनस किया है उसको ऐड बैक कर दो। सो व्हाट आई विल डू, आई विल ऐड लॉस बाय फायर, that is 20,000. I will add loss by fire, that is 20,000, and this is only in the year 21. So मैंने 21 के कॉलम में लिखा, बाकी सब कॉलम में नील नील नील, बाकी सब कॉलम में नील नील नील। गेटिंग इट? आई रिपीट अगेन। अगर ये लॉस होता ही नहीं, मेरा प्रॉफिट 20,000 ज्यादा होता, 20 माइनस करने के बाद ये आया, तो नाउ ऐड बैक। अभी देखो तुम चेक करोगे ना, ऐड किया ना, तो 1 लाख प्लस 20, 1 लाख 20। So this was my non-operating expense which I cannot consider for valuing goodwill. Therefore, I added back. जो मेरा final profit होगा after adding few items, after subtracting, that will be my profits to be considered for goodwill. Okay, now see the next one. What the second adjustment says? Lottery prize 1 lakh received in 2022. Okay, lottery prize 1 lakh received in 2022. Now let's take this example. This is 22. Okay, 22 का नेट प्रॉफिट कितना है? 2,50,000। 22 का नेट प्रॉफिट है 250। 250 कैसे आता है? टोटल ऑफ क्रेडिट माइनस टोटल ऑफ डेबिट। 250 कैसे आता है? टोटल ऑफ क्रेडिट माइनस टोटल ऑफ डेबिट। नाउ दिस इज अ प्राइस, इनकम है। एक्सपेंस पीएनएल डेबिट में आता है, इनकम क्रेडिट में। कितना है इसका इनकम? 1 लाख। सो 1 लाख इज क्रेडिटेड। अभी देखो 250 कैसे आया? हाउ यू गॉट दिस 250? Add all P&L credits, add all P&L credits minus all P&L debit, add all P&L credits minus all P&L debit. I got 250. Now see, ये लॉटरी प्राइज है। इज इट अ पार्ट ऑफ योर डे टू डे बिजनेस इनकम? नो। जैसे मैंने एग्जांपल दिया, मैंने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया, tuition fees is my day to day income, not the income what I earn on my investment. So अगर ये 1 लाख यहां पे नहीं होता, how you got this 250? Add all the credits minus debit. अगर ये 1 लाख नहीं होता तो ये 250 की जगह क्या होता? 150। बिकॉज ये 250 कैसे आया? दिस 1 लाख को इंक्लूड करके ये 250 आया। अगर ये 1 लाख का प्राइस नहीं होता 1 लाख का लॉटरी प्राइस नहीं होता, this would have been 150 only. So this 250 includes a lottery price, and lottery price is not my day-to-day business activity, so I cannot consider for goodwill. Goodwill के लिए I want that profit which I have earned from my regular business activity. So what you will do is now, from this 2,50,000, from this 2,50,000, reduce the lottery price 1 lakh less लॉटरी प्राइस. अभी देखो कौन से ईयर में किया है, 22. सो 2022 में लिखो 1 लाख ओनली इन 22. सो रिमूव इट. गेटिंग इट? बिकॉज अगर ये लॉटरी प्राइस नहीं मिलता, ये तो 150 होता ना. दिस 250 इंक्लूड्स माई 1 लाख का लॉटरी प्राइस. इसके लिए 250 में से 1 लाख को निकाल दो. इसके लिए 250 में से 1 लाख को निकाल दो. That is the meaning of this. All of you all clear with this? You followed? ये मैंने ऐड किया, ये मैंने माइनस किया. क्यों? ये नॉन ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंस था, ये नॉन ऑपरेटिंग इनकम है, ये बार बार नहीं होगा, इसके लिए आई एडेड बैक. ये बार बार अगर मुझे मिला भी, इट हैज गॉट नथिंग टू डू विथ माय बिजनेस एक्टिविटीज. ये मेरा नॉर्मल इनकम नहीं है, ये नॉन ऑपरेटिंग इनकम है. इट इज माय प्रॉफिट, but it is not that profit which I earn from my day-to-day business activity. So therefore, this lottery prize will be non-operating income and I will deduct. In short, expense deduct करने के बाद profit आता है. तो अगर कोई नॉन ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंस है जिसका बिजनेस से कोई कनेक्शन नहीं है या नॉट अ पार्ट ऑफ रेगुलर एक्टिविटी, एडेड बैक. वाइस वर्सा फॉर इनकम. इफ इट इज इंक्लूडेड in your profit, then remove it. Clear? Next, price of 50,000 received from KBC contest in 2023. कौन बनेगा करोड़पति में? पार्टिसिपेट किया, 50,000 का प्राइज मिला. टेल मी, यू हैव पार्टिसिपेटेड इन अ कॉन्टेस्ट, प्राइज मिला. Has it got anything to do with your normal business activity? No. It has got nothing to do with your normal business activity. Therefore, इसमें से निकाल दो. It has got nothing to do with your normal business activity. So, इसमें से उसको निकाल दो. So, same what we did here. Less price from KBC 50,000 only in the year 23. 4 साले I have kept 4 adjustments, all 4 adjustments pertaining to each of the 4 years just to create a balanced variety. Clear guys? So देखो, not a business income निकाल दिया, not a business income निकाल दिया because profit includes this income, not a regular business expense. इसको माइनस करने के बाद प्रॉफिट आया तो इसको एड बैक कर दिया. Got it? Now see the last one. Loss by tsunami 75,000 in 2024. Loss by tsunami 75,000 in 2024. Tsunami का लॉस 2024 में. लॉस बाय फायर, सुनामी यू नो 2004 में आया था, बहुत बड़ा सुनामी. केरला एंड मेनी थिंग्स वर डिस्ट्रॉयड. जब भी सी बर्स्ट्स ना, तो सुनामी नेचुरल कैलामिटी. विल इट कम एवरी डे? 100 साल में एक बार आता है. सो दैट इज लाइक योर लॉस बाय फायर. रोज रोज नहीं होता. इट इज अ लॉस, इट इज अ लॉस, but it is not a regular business activity. It is a non-operating expense. Same thing, जो भी मेरा प्रॉफिट होगा, जैसे मैंने लॉस बाय फायर लिखा वैसे यहाँ पे लॉस बाय सुनामी होता, तो ये जो भी प्रॉफिट है मेरा 150 का प्रॉफिट इज अराइव्ड आफ्टर डिडक्टिंग 75,000. 1,50,000 का प्रॉफिट इज अराइव्ड आफ्टर डिडक्टिंग सुनामी लॉस ऑफ 75,000. तो ये जो मेरा प्रॉफिट है दैट इज अराइव्ड आफ्टर डेबिटिंग tsunami loss of 75,000. So I debit here to loss by tsunami 75 और ये 75 माइनस करने के बाद 150 आया. But this 75 is not my operating expense, it is my non-operating expense. So same thing what I did for loss by fire, I will add it. So add loss by tsunami and straight away in the last column that is 75,000. Straight away in the last column 75,000. So you followed guys. I kept 4 adjustments. 4 में से 2 non-operating income and 2 non-operating expense. Both the non-operating expense I added back because the final profit is arrived after deducting those non-operating expense, and income को मैंने minus किया because the profit which is there जैसे कि ये और ये includes that non-operating profit which is not a part of your regular business activity. Got it? So देखो, these were the profits before adjustment. Heading क्या है? Calculation of adjusted profit. Now ये सब profits में ये adjustment करके let me get the final answer. Okay, 1 lakh plus 20, 1,20,000. Be careful by adding and subtracting. 250 minus 1 lakh, 1,50,000. 2 lakh minus 50, 1,50,000. 150 plus 75, 225. So 1 lakh plus 20, 120. 250 minus 1 lakh, 150. 2 lakh minus 50, 150. And 150 plus 75, 225. This is nothing but my adjusted profits. So against this you write adjusted profits. थोड़ा चाहिए तो हाईलाइट कर दो. These are my adjusted profit. देखो तुम्हारा P&L दिखा रहा है प्रॉफिट ऑफ 1 लाख बट फॉर गुडविल 120 कंसिडर होगा. प्रॉफिट दिखा रहा है 250 बट फॉर गुडविल 150 कंसिडर होगा. प्रॉफिट शोइंग 2 लाख फॉर गुडविल 150. Profit showing 150 for goodwill 225. This can be more, this can be less, depending upon the nature of adjustments to be made. Got it guys? And this calculation is there in the simple average method. Weighted average same है, 80 to 90% same है, 90% same है, खाली 10% extra calculation है. Even in super profit, few steps में you have to do this adjustment. And also so all the methods of goodwill have this same common concept. So understanding this is very very important. Got it? So guys, जो हमने किया अभी, that was the first part, that is calculation of adjusted profits. Now see, हमें क्या करना है? 4 साल का प्रॉफिट है. What is the first line of the question saying? Goodwill to be valued at 3 years purchase of 4 years adjusted profit. ये 4 साल का प्रॉफिट है. सो हमें इसका एवरेज लेना है. यहाँ पे थोड़ा स्पेस कम है. I'll do it here. So now what you have to do, you have to get the next step, that is your average adjusted profits, or you say calculation of average adjusted profits. फॉर्मूला बेसिक है एकदम. average adjusted profits is equal to total profits minus total losses divided by number of years. Average adjusted profit is equal to total profits minus total losses divided by number of years. देखो लॉस कुछ भी नहीं है. Now these are the four profits. So चारों को ऐड करो. 1,20,000 plus 1,50,000 plus 1,50,000 plus 225 divided by 4. Okay, 1,20,000 plus 1,50,000 plus 1,50,000 plus 2,25,000 divided by 4. Chalo, let's take the total. 120 plus 150, 225. So this is 6,45,000 divided by 4. 120, 150, 150, 220. 645 divided by 4, that gives you 161,250. Sorry, मेरा जरा. Therefore, your average adjusted profits is equal to 161,250. Got it, guys? So मेरा average adjusted profit है 161,250. And now what the question says, goodwill is how many years of purchase? 3 years. Okay, goodwill is 3 years ka purchase. So now what I'll do, the next step, we will calculate goodwill. The formula very straightforward. Every method of goodwill has a different formula. यहाँ पे आएगा goodwill is equal to average adjusted profits multiply by number of years of purchase. Number of years of purchase. Now see, normally क्या होता है ना, when I say number of years of purchase, यहाँ पे 3 years है. So the normal understanding, the normal interpretation is what? ये जो भी profitability है, that will be maintained for X number of years. यहाँ पे 3 years है, कभी 2 years purchase रहेगा, कभी 4 years, कभी 5 years. So both the buyer and the seller come to an understanding that sorry, buyer and seller both come to an understanding that ये जो भी हमने profits adjust किया है, in this sum, in this case, at least 3 साल तक maintain होगा. So what you do, जो भी तुम्हारा average adjusted profit है 161,250, इसको you will multiply by the number of years of purchase which will be always given in the question. और ये इसमें कितना है 3. So 161,250 into 3 gives you 483,750. Therefore, my goodwill is 483,750. ये मेरा रूपी साइन है. बचपन से मैं ड्राइंग क्राफ्ट में बहुत वीक हूँ. So just so rupees 483,750 is my value of goodwill. So my goodwill will be valued at 4,83,750. So जो बिजनेस दे रहा है, क्या नाम था, मिस्टर ए एंड मिस्टर बी. सो जो बेच रहा है, 1 मिनट, हु इज द पर्सन, ए अग्रीज टू परचेज फ्रॉम बी. सो बी अपना बिजनेस ए को बेच रहा है. सो ए बी को जो भी वैल्यू ऑफ एसेट्स एंड लायबिलिटीज है उसके ऊपर 483,750 एक्स्ट्रा देगा टूवर्ड्स गुडविल. So in addition to the normal business value, A will pay to B extra 4,83,750 towards goodwill. Extra 4,83,750 towards goodwill. That is the interpretation of this. Got it, guys? So this is the concept of goodwill. So I'll repeat the name of the chapter, valuation of goodwill and shares. We did the first part, valuation of goodwill. Usme, as I told you, there are 3 methods. Average profit, which is further divided into simple average, ye jo sum kiya, simple average. Next is weighted average. Second main method, super profit method. And third, capitalization of future maintainable profits. Gradually, for the next say around 12 to 15 odd lectures, we will be completing goodwill. As I told you, goodwill shares mila ke, those who are studying with me the entire chapter, we will be solving at least 55 to 60 sums, pura chapter mila ke. So ye chapter mein khali length hai, but as I told you, you just have to make statements, tables and do the calculation. No ledger account, no journal entries, no balance sheet. And the second part, valuing the shares, usme bhi there are 3 methods. First, let's finish off entire goodwill ka part. Then we will see valuation of shares mein kya karna hai. So that's it, guys. I hope the concept was clear. And again, I'm repeating, please understand this. Ye to simple maths tha. This is very important. How your profits as per P&L are considered after adjustments, and after considering the adjustments, how you get your adjusted profit. ये लॉजिक समझना, क्यों ऐड किया, क्यों लेस किया, बिकॉज दिस इज द बेस फॉर ऑल द मेथड. ये कैलकुलेशन का बेस चारों मेथड ऑफ गुडविल में है. 3 मेथड है, बट फर्स्ट इज डिवाइडेड इन 2 पार्ट्स. Got it, guys? So please understand this carefully. That's it, guys. See you all in the next class. And before we meet, please see to it that you have revised this properly. That's it. Take care, guys. Have a nice day and please do revise.